found it after all. For Imelda's sake, I'm glad you didn't leave it with that monster. But I have a few coins left to my name, and you can take them. And the bed's free for your use whenever you care for it.
These are Shine and Shadow? I was sent to recover artifacts of importance, not simple weapons. The Templars are going to think me a fool. How am I to return to them with these? There's like to be more dignity in returning empty-handed rather than bringing back such a small trinket. If you want them, they're yours. And I suppose I promise compensation in return for your service. I can't say I'm happy about it, but here's your coin. Now, leave me be. I'm off to Odessa to bring them the sad news of the expedition. Their impudence seems tied to their devotion. From what I can tell, a small number of prominent shamans are rallying them. If someone had a head on their shoulders and a blade, then toppling those shaman would help pacify the area. My business is done here. I'm getting out of this horrible place and traveling back to Odessa. I had expected that they might be something like a miniature sun, a battery which held an intense magical reservoir. The Scholia Arcana had theorized about these kinds of objects, but I hoped the gnomes might have discovered them first.
There you are. I don't know how you survived, but I am glad you did. Thanks to you, there hasn't been an attack in a while now. Until later, then.
You're welcome in Didenhill always.
Well, Lumpkin, would you believe it? I've just received more plague shield from Luminitza. On with you. Get.
This here is Dyden Hill Village, traveller.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrel will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this our time of greatest need. It is to fill an unoccupied seat in the House of Ballads. This is not a mortal concern. If Hallam learns I told you, he may see to it that I am banned from the telling. I am known as the Squire. It is my duty to assist the Chancellor of the House of Ballads in all of his many endeavors. Hallam treats me well, and it is an honor to serve. He was one of our most beloved knights, a ballad's treasure. I can't bear to think of him dead, now across the sea, a warrior for our savage cousins in the Winter Court. I did not fear them in previous seasons. They were our allies, as important to us as the autumn is to spring. But the Tuatha have upset the balance. The storyteller leads us all in the telling of the great songs of the Summer Court. He administers our house and serves our great knights in the Court of Enchantments. Only the greatest heroes of the summer may be counted among the Court of Enchantments. Wenson, Belmaid, Ferrara, Olaine, Ayrmer, and Creth. Their glory unites all Fae in a common narrative. It is one of the few things our people share. The House of Ballads is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate and train before performing the feats that made them legends. There are three main structures on the grounds. The Court of Enchantments itself features the Wall of Saga, which depicts the most noteworthy songs in our canon. The Hall of Accolades is where the finest Fey crafters offer their services. Trainers can be found in the Summer Sanctuary, where we go when seeking enlightenment. This new breed of mad Fae has seized the Court of Winter in its grip. There can only be a summer and a winter. There is no other third order if we crave balance. Goodbye.
You may explore the grounds, but you're not welcome in the Court of Enchantments. Yes?
Our ways do not concern you. Hallam wishes to continue the contest for Sagral's seat without the king's presence. I don't know if I approve. It's not the way of things.
Listen, all of you. As you've clearly heard, a rare vacancy has occurred in the House of Ballads. There has been an event, a great twist in the narrative of our kind. Sir Sagral has fallen. Sagral, slayer of Ozigan, defender of the crown of Haxi, has been defeated. A death in the House of Ballads gives an opportunity, a chance for one hero to join the ranks of the greatest champions in Fey-telling. Olaine, Creth, Wenson the Bold. Do any of you, have the courage to pass the confirmation? If you do, your adventures will be sung to the heavens for all eternity.
We Fae do not appreciate mortals tampering with our affairs. I am Phycon, speaker of renown the world over. I've claimed many ballads, but none so important as those sung by the Court of Enchantments. This is my third attempt at claiming a seat in the House of Ballads. Perhaps this telling will be the one. All Fae know of the storyteller. He is the caretaker of the telling and has been since the first spring began. Call it history or the past. Each life tells a tale. But there is no yesterday, as there is no tomorrow. It is all today, one grand and vibrant telling. Our narrative continues to be spun. Even your presence here, while strange, is part of the changing picture. When you stand before the knights of the Court of Enchantments, you bask in the glory of all Fae. While all of our kind play a role in the grand telling, it is the feats of a legendary few that bear remembering. These knights lead the House of Ballads. There is no higher honour than to earn a noteworthy role in the telling. They make up the cornerstone of our shared experience. The House of Ballads' function is to ensure that the mightiest Fae heroes do not fade into obscurity, that they are always with us in the present. I wish not to waste my words on you. Now go. What is a mortal doing here?
Leave us, mortal.
Wander elsewhere, mundane thing. This does not concern mortals.
Mundane don't belong in fey houses.
What is it? I am about to claim one of the telling's greatest songs. I don't want to stand around discussing it.
You can't possibly expect to compete for a seat in the House of Ballads. A child of dust here?
This does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. And that must never happen. We are the collectors of tales, the warriors of lore, the most respected of all Summer Court heroes. Our deeds are known across the Fey lands. Our great knights, Wenson the Bold, Airmer the Pure, Olain the Kind, are destined to repeat their quests for all eternity, that no Fey may ever forget. They remind us of who we are and what we've done, of our greatest achievements and our deepest losses. The house ensures those defining tales are never forgotten. Sir Sagral, Slayer of Ozigan, Lord of the Morning Mists, and Defender of the Crown of Haxi, was one of our most beloved knights. His tales have endured for generations. Several days ago he departed to do battle with the Grave Thresh, his most famous and legendary foe. But there was an event, a twist in the story. In this telling, it was the Thresh that bested Sagral. Such an outcome has never happened. I don't know what to make of it. You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may finish his quest, complete his story. However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new patterns and change. It is the one thing with which we Fey have no experience. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the Grave Thresh, recover Sagral's ring, and take his seat in the House of Ballads. It is a popular tale, featuring the Summer Court's most treasured rogue. One afternoon, Sagral, his head sleepy with wine and dreams of women, awoke to a terrible roar. The treacherous Maid of Windermere, villain of the House of Ballads, was summoning forth a beast from beneath the earth. She wished to send it against Wenson himself. When the maid departed, Sagral tread into the beast's lure and killed it, only to realize that it was simply the first of many deadlier enemies. What a song! We are the soldiers of summer, the guardians of the light of spring. When our cousins in the winter court celebrate the darkening of the skies, we revel in the dawn. However, our cycle is changing. Everyone has noticed the fires on the sea, the monsters in the east, and the whispers on the lips. The summer court is in decline. For many seasons, the court of winter ruled alongside us as allies. There is no spring without the cool decay of autumn, no bright summer without the snow. Yet, even as our power wanes, theirs is mysteriously on the rise. Surely you have felt it. I am Hallam the White, seeker of the Stone of Val, Baron of the Drowned Forest, slayer of Argoth the Mighty, and chamberlain to the House of Ballads. Many in the House of Ballads call me the storyteller, for I watch over the summer court's anthology of experience. The creation of a new form of magic, a permanent magic, was a necessity for our kind. The rise of the mortal races coincides with our decline. Lore stones are a faulty method of remembrance, one that can be changed, destroyed. But the cairns, they are invulnerable to harm. They are forever. He is Wenson the Bold, Falcon of Detir, Annihilator of Elkmar, Captain of the Gilded Gorgon, Grasper of the Spear of Light, and Baron of the Forsaken Plain. Wenson founded the House of Ballads many seasons ago. It was meant to be a source of pride for all Summer Fae. Our glory belongs to everyone. The lair of the Thresh is east of this great house, in the hollow of Gorgoroth. In the evenings after dark, you can hear its disturbed slumber. The cries are unsettling. Go now, and make the song your own.
I wish you the best, mortal. I should not be seen talking to you. It isn't good for my reputation. Goodbye.
This is no childish contest, mortal. This is a battle for a lasting glory. This is odd.
It's an honor to speak with you, mortal.
Let me take a look at you. Ooh, very fair you are. Too fair for the House of Ballads, that is certain. I tend to enjoy the company of mortals. So fleshy. I'm Ilova, instructor in the persuasive arts. That includes seduction, but you probably guessed that.